Ever walked away from a conversation thinking, wait, why did I agree to that? Or maybe you felt guilty, confused, or even crazy after talking to someone. That's not an accident. That's manipulation. And today I'm giving you the map of manipulation tactics, the sneaky tricks people use to control us at home, at school, at work, even in friendships. Once you see them, you'll never unsee them. Have you ever asked a classmate for a pencil and suddenly they seem nicer to you after? That's the Ben Franklin effect. When someone helps you, even if they didn't like you before, their brain has to explain it. Why would I help if I hated them? Oh, I must like them. Benjamin Franklin used this exact trick on a political rival by borrowing a rare book. Suddenly, that rival treated him like a friend. In real life, a coworker who doesn't like you might suddenly soften up if you ask them to explain a task. Not because they changed, but because their brain did. Ever had a friend say, "Wow, Sarah's so much better at this than you"? Or maybe you found out they told someone else your secret, but in a twisted way? That's triangulation. The manipulator brings in a third person to create jealousy or competition. In families, parents sometimes do this by comparing siblings. In workplaces, bosses do it by praising one employee in front of another. The goal? To keep people off balance and fighting each other, while the manipulator stays in control. Picture this. Someone gives you the silent treatment. They're cold, distant, making you anxious. Then the moment you apologize, they smile again. This is when a partner ignores you until you behave. At work, maybe your boss freezes you out until you stay late without complaining. You think you're getting peace, but really you're in a prison made of relief. Ever text someone and sometimes they reply fast with sweet words, but other times they ignore you for days? And when they finally text back, you feel huge relief? That's intermittent reinforcement. It's the same psychology as a slot machine. You don't win every time, but the hope keeps you hooked. In relationships, it makes you cling to the good moments even if most days are bad. Online social media likes work the same way. Sometimes a lot, sometimes none, but always enough to keep you scrolling. It's not love, it's programming. Imagine a friend helps you move. They carry boxes, bring snacks, stay the whole day. You thank them, but weeks later they snap. After everything I did for you, you can't even. That's a covert contract. They made up a secret deal in their head. If I do this for you, you owe me that. Problem is, you never agreed to it. In dating, someone might shower you with kindness expecting commitment in return. At work, a coworker might cover shifts and later guilt trip you when you don't return the favor. It's generosity with a price tag you never saw. You're walking to class. A classmate smiles and says, "Hey, how are you?" You say, "I'm good." Right after, they ask, "Can you help me with my homework tonight?" Because you just said you're fine. Saying no feels mean. That's the foot in the mouth technique. Salespeople use it. "How's your day?" "Oh, good." "Then you'll have time to check this out." Even family uses it. They ask about your mood, then drop a request. It feels polite, but it's a trap. Have you ever been told, "You probably can't handle this"? What's the first thing you want to do? Prove them wrong. That's reverse psychology. Instead of asking directly, they plant the opposite idea to trigger your pride. Parents use it on kids. "You probably won't clean your room." Suddenly, the room's spotless. In relationships, someone might say, "You'd never want to date someone like me." just to make you defend them. It works because humans hate feeling controlled, so we rebel right into their hands. This one hurts. Gaslighting isn't always about bold lies. Sometimes it's what they don't tell you. Maybe your friend hangs out with people, but never mentions it. You feel left out, but when you ask, they say, "I didn't think it mattered." In relationships, a partner leaves out who they were with. At work, your boss doesn't give you info that would have changed your decision. It makes you question your memory, your gut, your sanity. But remember, silence can be a weapon. Words shape reality. Manipulators know this. A toxic parent calls abuse tough love. A government calls spying security. A partner calls controlling behavior high standards. At first, the words sound harmless, but over time, they change how you feel. Tough love starts sounding noble, even when it's not. Lesson: pay attention to labels. If the word doesn't match the truth, it's not honesty, it's manipulation. Two final traps. Boundary erosion. It starts small. Someone makes a joke that crosses the line. You laugh it off. Later, they go further. Each time, your defenses slip. Example: a partner checks your messages just once, then more often. Soon you feel like privacy doesn't exist. Love bombing, the opposite. Instead of wearing you down slowly, they flood you with attention. Constant texts, big promises, over-the-top affection. At first it feels magical, like you've found your soulmate, but it's just a trick to hook you fast before you notice the red flags. Lesson: real love and respect grow slowly. If it feels like too much, too fast, or too invasive, it's not love, it's control. So there it is. The map of manipulation tactics. The favor trap, Ben Franklin effect, divide and conquer, triangulation. The relief prison, negative reinforcement loop, emotional gambling, intermittent reinforcement. The secret deal, covert contracts. The politeness trap, foot in the mouth. The rebellion button, reverse psychology. The silent lie, gaslighting by omission. Word traps, semantic infiltration. Boundary erosion and love bombing. Now here's the thing. These tricks only work if we don't see them. But once you spot the pattern, the spell is broken. So the next time you feel guilty, confused, or pressured, pause. Ask yourself, is this really my choice, or is someone pulling a string? If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be caught in these traps. Because knowing the map means you'll never be lost inside it.